that I'm going to talk about today is related to public space and collective intervention. I would like to discuss the relationship between the two with the political dimension. I'm going to use two public space as a case study. The first one is located in Thammasat University in the historical part of Bangkok, and another one is the roundabout in the middle of the city of Lopburi in the central part of Thailand. This is the work of two of my students, Pokploy Viriyadukul and Pradon Suwarnasan. They are both interested in interpreting, studying the built environment in relation to social and political dimension. Both projects are related to the research group that I found, PARS, Political Architecture Research Studio, which is funded by TDS. It's connected with the master program in architectures and also the urban design and development program with instructor Federico Pacioni. The PAPS is more connected to the bachelor program and focus on architectural design. So I will focus on the thesis of the master student today. A little bit with the transformation of public space in Bangkok. In the year 2020, there's a big protest throughout Thailand, and in Bangkok, the government, the police trying to respond with the protester with various methods. They use containers, fence, landscape, wires to protect certain place from being accessed by demonstrators. This is not just the physical evidence of the problem of the public space in Bangkok, I mean politically, but it reflects social and cultural dimension that is developed in the country. With the issue related to democracy, I would like to refer to these two books, Democracy and Public Space and The Politics of Public Space. It is true that democracy is written in the Constitution, but without public space, without public place, the democracy cannot be performatively sustained. So in this sense, it is very, very important. Okay, let's start with the first research. It's related to Thammasat University, which is founded in 1934 by the People Party. The People Party was the group that made change to the government system in Thailand from absolute monarchy to constitutional one. Pokploy, she interested in developing design guidelines for the public space of the university to be partly used by the public. This is a brief summary. The square inch of freedom is the name of research. She used this name because there is a saying that Thammasat is, I mean, every square inch of the university is for freedom. So it was adopted as a thesis title. The study argued that university, exempt from strict public assembly laws, can act as neutral grounds for democratic performance. It identifies quasi-public space within the campus as a potential venue for social and political engagement while acknowledging existing spatial and facility limitation. This is the boundary of Thammasat University located in the historical part of Bangkok. I would say it's very well connected with the city, even though it is surrounded by a wall. Tourists and local people use the campus as part of their everyday life, walking from north to south, from the pier on the left to the Royal Field on the right, and further to Ratchadamnern Avenue. This is the image of the open area, significant one in the campus. I would say that most of them are well connected with the political history of Thailand. For example, the football field here was the place where students were massacred in the event of 6 October 1976. Actually, I think general public perceive Thammasat as part of a public realm. They understand that the university has a robust connection in terms of the development of Thai political history. So frequently people come to use Thammasat like with permission or without permission. For example, the campaigns for election or the protest against the military-backed government. But it's not all the time that Thammasat allow people to use the ground. Sometimes the football field were under restoration like days before the important political event. So the question of this research is that what are the key principles or design strategy for developing space within the higher education to facilitate civic expression, political expression. Hopefully, she adopt the theoretical model studied by Kim Dovey on the quasi-public space of the commercial space, and she used that for look into the universities and surrounding public area in the whole part of Bangkok. And she said that Thammasat University, it could be considered as a quasi-public space. And with case study, she gathered that there are 4 aspects to look at to develop this open area in the campus, which is to look at the form of the space, the symbolic design, the facility, and technological support. She also looked at the spatial transformation of the campus and the survey of different area of the campus, 7th area, according to those aspects. The analysis of visual field was carried out as well because the campus is very dense, except the football field. So it might not totally safe for large crowd gathering. And the interview was made with the university management, student bodies, activists, and political history. And there are certain conclusions that higher institution can be a prototypical space for social, political gathering and expression. The strategic development has been proposed and then further suggest 2 levels of connection, 2 levels of publicness. The left-hand side is more robust one with the loyal field. The right-hand side is more filters, less connection with the loyal field. And they are designed into different areas, make comparison between the 2 schemes. We don't have time to go in details, but these are decided trying to balance the use of the staff and the student of the universities, and also the use of the public as public space for other part of the society. Well, in conclusion, she suggests that some of the idea that found in Thammasat can be adopted to use at other university as well. For example, Ramkhamhaeng or KMUTT, Bang Mot, these are university with some political history in the past. The second research is in Lopburi, the central roundabout. The city of Lopburi was proposed by Marshal Black, Pibun Songkham. He was prime minister and he was part of the People Party as well. The focus is in this roundabout called Suriyo Thai roundabout. This is a summary. The research on Suriyo Thai Circle in Lopburi aimed to propose development guidelines to transform the area into historical and contemporary learning public space. The study identified key issues like physical deterioration, limited accessibility to traffic, and management overlap. It highlights potential of the circle as a heritage precinct, support social, economic, and political activity. And there are 3 aspects that has been proposed on conservation, adaptation, and improvement. This is the photos, the old photo of the Suriyo Thai Circle in the past. It's a modern circle, one of not many of them in Thailand at the time. It was planned not just the infrastructure of the city, but also a relaxation area, a commercial hub, and also a symbolic development of the new regime. In the area, there is this modernist building, the Army Cinema, and this is the original master plan. The two roundabout has been developed, but not the rest of the grid of the plan. Zooming in, this is Suryo Thai Circle at the moment, and this is the current condition. The area in the middle is quite nice, but it is very difficult to access because of the traffic that is really fast and increased. The historical building is totally ignored, and surrounding building has been transformed a lot. And that is another issue, the demolition of history that is related to the People Party, like the monuments, the buildings, and other elements. So Pradon, he said that this might be considered as the demolition of public space as a learning arena for the people. So the idea of how to use public space as a learning area has been developed. The broader question is what are the guidelines for developing modern roundabout and historical building to better serve various social purpose, and public learning is part of that. And he adopted this model from a learning library. It was planned as an interior public space in a library in the Nordic country. But then he adopted to use as a model for exterior learning space. So there's concern on experience, empowerment, innovation, involvement. And during the process, there are lots of mappings and analysis of the building use, the architectural style, the heritage elements, the transformation of the original building, the social space of the everyday life, and the social space of spatial activities. The interview was made with representative from resident, local government, academic, and activists. And he developed the strategic plan concerning the conservation, accessibility, and also social space, trying to balance different needs. And in the design stage, he was trying to deal with this idea of learning public space and also the problem of accessibility. So different design scenario was created to see what the difference between methods and level of connection between the inner circle and the outer area. The Army Cinema as well has been proposed as a cultural center that is extend connection to the zoo. At the end, we proposed that the moderate connectivity seemed to be appropriate. So part of the circle was connected to public space and the historical buildings. The traffic was still used in the west-east direction, and historical building proposed to be preserved. This is the layout of the design. But of course, in the future, if there are plans to develop this area, different level of connectivities can be reviewed again to transform this area to become not just for the cars, but for different and various activities, socially, politically, culturally. As a conclusion, the relationship between public space, collective interaction, and political engagement is a very interesting one. Recently in Seoul Biennale of Urbanism, the question has been asked what would be the tool and strategy that can be used to deploy to transform the city that is increasingly segregated, fragmented, how to create collective space. In this case, I return to the book that I read long time ago, the discussion on the hybridity of public and private space, and the suggestion that a third term might be developed, that is the idea of collective space. But in this book, it didn't suggest simply that the collective space is a place for different social groups. It was a recommend that we should look into the different thinking, different mode of thinking as well. The public and private may be related to liberal economic model, social ability model, citizenship model, feminist model, and might be other model as well. I think the discussion today, I place emphasis on political communities, but of course it could be connect to other aspects. It allow us to see individuals, groups, like the topic of intersectional identity. This is very related, and that could lead to a new design, new interpretation of collective space. So that could be a way to arrive at other model. Yeah, I think it's very important to rethink the public space, not just the space for the general public, but trying to understand variety, diversity of the public itself. That's it. Thank you very much.